After an election like no other, the decision is now in the hands of American voters. It's Election Day, and the polls are open for another 3 hours or so in Illinois. 25 News will keep you updated throughout the evening on the local, state, and national races that will affect you here in Central Illinois. We have team coverage from throughout the area, and we start today with Taylor Fleming, who has a look at voter turnout in Fulton County.
We are here at the Fulton County Health Department, which is a polling place. There has been a steady stream of people heading in and out of the building. There are no lines to go in and vote, but there are some lines for same-day voter registration here. In addition to the questions that are on every Illinois ballot, like those advisory questions for the General Assembly, here in Fulton County, there are some residents who are in the 17th Congressional District. They are choosing between Democrat Sorensen and Republican McGraw. Others are in the 15th Congressional District, where Republican Mary Miller is running unopposed. We saw lots of signs for that coroner's race here in Fulton County on our way here. And in that race, it is Republican Cole Murphy versus Democrat Austin Rhodes. They are also choosing new county board representatives here. There are lots of county board candidates running unopposed, but in District 1, there are actually 4 candidates, 2 Republicans, 2 Democrats, and voters can pick not more than 3. In District 2, there are 2 Republicans running against each other, and voters can vote for not more than 2. In Astoria, there is a tax increase on the ballot for police protection purposes, and Cass Township residents have to decide whether they want the ban on the sale of alcohol to continue for their township. This is a historically red county. They went for Trump and Pence on the presidential ticket in both 2016 and 2020. If there are any Fulton County residents out there who have not cast their vote but they want to, there is still plenty of time. Polls out here do not close until 7 o'clock. Live in Canton, Taylor Fleming, 25 News.
Thank you, Taylor. We'll be checking in with you throughout the evening. We head now to Woodford County, where Madison Porter is watching the polls there.
Hi, Lizzie. We are at the Woodford County Housing Authority, which is one of the precinct locations here in Eureka. And as you can see behind me, there's not many cars, which doesn't mean there's a huge line for voters. And that's what we've been hearing from people that come out after voting. I talked to the Woodford County Clerk, Dawn Kupfer, who told me they've had a good voter turnout so far today. She doesn't think that the gloomy weather has pushed anyone away from participating in their civic duty. Kupfer told me the longest wait that she's heard about at the multiple precincts that she is aware of has been about 5 minutes. However, that wait could reach about 15 minutes for people at the voting center who aren't registered, because that process does take a little bit longer. Kupfer also told me that early voting was a huge success. They saw about 300 people each day on average come out to vote early, except for yesterday they saw nearly 400 people come out to vote early, as it was the last day to do that. The polls close at 7 p.m. Kupfer told me that the election judges will take anyone walking in at the last minute and, of course, will help people who are still in line. But once 7 p.m. hits, they won't take any more voters inside the building. Live in Eureka, I'm Madison Porter, 25 News.
Thank you, Madison. This is what the polls looked like in Tazewell County this morning. County election leaders predict 70 to 80% of voters will cast their ballot in this election. That's one of the highest turnouts in county history. The divisive and passionate election is likely the cause for that higher voter engagement. An election judge who's held the position for about 10 years said there's a lot of voters feeling anxious, but they say not to worry because the judges are there to help.
We ensure that people are excited and energetic and very helpful and patient as we need to be. So come no matter how anxious you might be, and expect to leave feeling excited that you participated in the process of voting.
Wright adds she saw voters lining up outside before the doors opened, and it warmed her heart to see so many people. Republican 17th Congressional District candidate Joe McGraw was asked to stay away from voters who were lined up to vote. The Rock Island County Clerk's office told McGraw to stay 100 feet away from the entrance of the county courthouse after he reportedly approached voters in line Monday evening. McGraw reportedly asked people if they wanted more voter information before casting that ballot. Under state law, people cannot campaign within 100 feet of a polling place. McGraw's campaign argues he was always 100 feet away. Now he is running for Congress against incumbent Democrat Representative Eric Sorensen. And one race we're watching closely here on the local level is in McLean County, where voters are deciding the future of the county auditor's office. Sam Matheny joins us live from Bloomington with that story. And Sam, this is becoming a trend across counties.
Lizzie, yeah, more than 85 counties in Illinois have already eliminated the county auditor position. Peoria County did so in 2022. The auditor's job is to act like a watchdog to make sure that the county is spending the money coming in and going out the correct way, whether that be grants or tax money. They make sure that happens on a day-to-day basis. Now, if the majority votes to dissolve the position, the county board chairman board chair tells me the duties would likely be divided up between other existing departments. Now, you're probably wondering why this is such a controversial race. Well, current auditor Michelle Anderson is running for re-election as a Republican, seeking another 4-year term. Anderson and the county board have been at odds for years over bookkeeping practices and disputes that prevented the county from paying its bills on time. At one point, the dispute became so heated that leaders of Anderson's own party backed another candidate. Now, we tried several times over several days to reach out to Anderson to get her call on this. Obviously, if the position were to be removed or dissolved, she would not have a job with the county in the same position she was in right now. Now, if the majority votes yes, county leaders say it would cut costs, including the auditor's salary of just under $100,000. Lizzie, right back to you.